Survey and research reports on marine fisheries and ecosystems handed over to Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus. Chief Advisor emphasizes for extensive research in deep sea and identification of challenges. 122 aggrieved aspirant candidates challenging both acceptance and rejection of nomination papers for 13th National Parliamentary Elections. Appeals can be filed till January 9th. A total of 15,33,682 voters registered for casting their votes through postal ballots. Witness testimony in case involving killing of 7 people, including burning 6 bodies at Ashuli of Savar during July mass uprising, will begin January 11th. Countries' trade and commerce not to be affected due to political tension between Bangladesh and India, comments finance advisor. Government undertakes master plan to protect environment and ecology of St. Martin, says environment advisor. Nicolas Maduro claims himself as prisoner of war and innocent in U.S. court. Delcy Rodriguez sworn in as Venezuela's interim president. And Australia leading by 134 runs against England at stumps of third day of Sydney Test. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Tassuwa Tassim welcoming you to News at 10. You just heard the headlines. Now moving on to the details. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus underscored the need for extensive research in deep sea and identification of challenges to ensure proper utilization of vast marine resources. He put the emphasis as a concerned committee submitted a survey and research report made by the research vessel RV Dr. Fridtjof Nansen on marine fisheries resources and ecosystems to him at a meeting at the State Guest House, Jamuna this morning. Fisheries and Livestock Advisor Farida Akhtar, Chief Advisor Special Envoy and on International Affairs Lutfi Siddiqui, Chittagong University Institute of Marine Sciences Professor Dr. Saidur Rahman Chaudhry and Assistant Director of Fisheries Department Dr. Muhammad Abdullah Al Mamun were present at the meeting. Noting that Bangladesh has an equal amount of water as its land area, the Chief Advisor said, "We have to ensure effective use of this resource. For that, adequate research and policy support will be needed," Professor Yunus said. He further emphasized coordinating joint marine research initiatives with Japan, Indonesia and the Maldives. The Chief Advisor said government is pledge bound to clearly identify the problems and coordinate research with experts who possess specialized knowledge. Throughout this process, new horizons of economy will open up. The survey was carried out from August 21st to September 21st last year by a team of 25 scientists from 8 countries, including 13 Bangladeshi researchers. Presenting the findings, Professor Saidur Rahman informed the meeting that the research identified the existence of 65 new aquatic species in Bangladesh's marine waters. The population of jellyfish in the deep sea in Bangladesh has increased excessively, he said, adding this is a sign of imbalance. This occurred due to overfishing. Professor Saidur Rahman also highlighted the alarming discovery of plastic waste even at depths of 2,000 meters, calling it a matter of deep concern. A comparison with a 2018 study revealed a significant decline in large fish population in deep sea areas, while fish stocks in shallow waters are decreasing at an even more alarming rate. According to the findings, around 270 to 280 large fishing trawlers operate in deep sea fishing, of which about 70 use sonar-based targeted fishing methods. This is a very aggressive method. It benefits those who catch large fish in the deep sea, but severely harms fishers who catch fish in shallow water. Fisheries and Livestock Advisor Farida Akhtar said, if targeted fishing continues like this, there is a risk that the Bay of Bengal will be devoid of fish. The research also revealed that there is an abundance of tuna fish in deep sea fishing in Bangladesh and that there is potential for this. The study identified a fishing nursery beneath the Sundarbans. The government has already issued instructions to ensure the protection of this nursery area. On the second day, 122 appeal applications have been submitted to the Election Commission against the decisions of the returning officers regarding the acceptance and cancellation of nomination papers in the upcoming 13th parliamentary election. With this, a total of 164 appeal applications were submitted over the past 2 days. The information was revealed at the EC's central booth after acceptance of the second day's appeal application at Agarga Nirbachon Bhavan in the capital today. As per the schedule, the appeal application will be received till January 9th. The deadline for registration to vote in the parliamentary election and referendum by postal ballot from both within the country and abroad has ended. The registration period concluded at 12 midnight on January 5th. According to the Election Commission, a total of 15,33,682 people registered to vote. Of them, 7,61,140 registered from within the country. Among these, 5,75,200 are government employees. In addition, 6,283 inmates registered to vote from prisons. Among expatriates, the highest number of registrations came from Saudi Arabia, totaling 2,39,186. Expatriates living in 123 countries registered to cast their votes through postal ballots. Chief Advisor's Press Secretary Shafiqul Alam has said a total of 15,33,682 voters have registered for casting their votes through postal ballots. As soon as the candidate list is finalized, voting by postal ballot will be possible. The Press Secretary said this while briefing journalists at the Foreign Service Academy in the capital today. Shafiqul Alam said the number of voter gari will be increased. This voter gari will operate until January 31st. He said election preparations are progressing in full swing. The Press Secretary mentioned that the Ministry of Religious Affairs is taking various steps to motivate imams on the importance of the referendum. Senior Assistant Press Secretary to the Chief Advisor Faiz Ahmed was also present at the briefing.
পোস্টাল ব্যালটের রেজিস্ট্রেশন এটা অনলাইনের মাধ্যমে এইটা কালকে শেষ হয়েছে এবং খুবই অভূতপূর্ব একটা সাড়া পাওয়া গেছে। 15,33,682 জন লিস্টেড হয়েছে। দেশের ভিতরে থেকে হয়েছেন হচ্ছে 7,61,140। এরা মূলত হচ্ছে যারা ভোটের ডিউটি করবেন এবং যারা তার স্ব স্থানে ভোট দিতে পারবেন না তারা পোস্টাল ব্যালটের জন্য তারা নিবন্ধিত হয়েছেন। আর বাকিটা যারা যেটা আমাদের ডায়াসপোরা ভাই বোন এদের সংখ্যা 7,72,542 জন। এটা এই প্রথমবারের আমরা করছি, প্রথমবার এটা করার পর এটা একটা অভূতপূর্ব সাড়া। চিফ অ্যাডভাইজার বলেছেন এটা একটা ঐতিহাসিক ঘটনা। ডায়াসপোরা ভোটারের ক্ষেত্রে ইনক্লুশন গ্লোবাল ইনক্লুশন রেটটা হচ্ছে 2.7%, যে সমস্ত জায়গায় অনেক বছর ধরে হচ্ছে। আর আমাদের এখানে ফার্স্ট ইয়ারেই সেটার 5%-এর উপরে হয়েছে। নির্বাচনকে সামনে রেখেই নির্বাচনের প্রস্তুতি, বিশেষ করে গণভোটের বিষয়ে যাতে আমাদের ইমামদেরকে উদ্বুদ্ধ করা যায়, তারা যাতে তাদের বাংলাদেশির তাদের যারা শুক্রবারে তারা যে খুতবা পড়েন সেই সময় বা অন্যান্য সময় যাতে জনগণকে উদ্বুদ্ধ করতে পারেন গণভোটের বিষয়ে, গণভোটের গুরুত্বর বিষয়ে, হ্যাঁ, হা ভোটের বিষয়ে। তো সেই জন্য আজকে ধর্ম মন্ত্রণালয় নিয়ে চিফ অ্যাডভাইজারের আজকে একটা বড় মিটিং ছিল। সেখানে বলা হয় যে ইমামদের অলরেডি 500 জন আলেমের সাথে তারা এক ধরনের ঘরোয়া বৈঠক করেছেন, তাদেরকে এই গণভোটের বিষয়ে জানিয়েছেন এবং সোফার তারা খুব ভালো সাড়া পেয়েছেন তাদের কাছ থেকে। এছাড়া ইমাম প্রশিক্ষণ কেন্দ্র যেগুলো আছে এবং বাংলাদেশে আপনি জানেন যে মক্তব আছে যেখানে খুবই প্রি প্রাইমারি লেভেলে পড়ানো হয়, সেই জায়গার 77,000 মক্তব আছে। তাদের যারা মক্তবে যারা পড়ান, বিশেষ করে ইমামরাই পড়ান মূলত, তাদেরকেও কিভাবে এখানে ইনভলভ করা যায় সেই বিষয়েও আজকে এই বিষয়ে জোর দেওয়া হয়। এছাড়া অন্যান্য ধর্মের যারা জনগোষ্ঠী আছেন তাদের যে মন্দির, গির্জা, উপাসনালয়গুলো যেগুলো আছে তাদের মাধ্যমে কিভাবে জনগণকে উদ্বুদ্ধ করা যায় গণভোটের বিষয়ে, বিশেষ করে জুলাই সনদের বিষয়ে, সেই বিষয়েও আজকে মিটিংয়ে জোর দেওয়া হয়।
যশোরে গতকালকে একটি হত্যাকাণ্ডের ঘটনা ঘটেছে। সেই ঘটনার পরবর্তীতে সেটাকে একজন সাংবাদিক হত্যা হয়েছে এবং যে ব্যক্তি হত্যা শিকার হয়েছেন তার ধর্মীয় পরিচয়কে ব্যবহার করে বিভিন্ন জায়গায় এক ধরনের অপপ্রচার চালানোর চেষ্টা করা হচ্ছিল। এ বিষয়ে স্থানীয় যেই পুলিশ কর্তৃপক্ষ তারা জানিয়েছে যে ওই যিনি ভিকটিম, যিনি খুন হয়েছেন, তিনি ইতিমধ্যে একটি হত্যা মামলার আসামি। উনি আওয়ামী লীগের একজন নেতাকে, উনি আসলে দীর্ঘদিন ধরে চরমপন্থী রাজনীতির সঙ্গে জড়িত ছিলেন। ওই অঞ্চলে আপনারা জানেন যে চরমপন্থী রাজনীতির আগেকারই একটা বিষয় আছে সেই ঘটনায়, এবং ওই প্রেক্ষাপটে তাদের নিজেদের মধ্যেই একাধিক দলাদলি রয়েছে। এ বিষয়ে কোনো ধরনের ধর্মীয় এবং সাংবাদিকতার কোনো সম্পর্ক নেই, এবং এ বিষয়ে যারা জড়িত তাদেরকে ধরার জন্য এবং যাবতীয় তদন্ত ইতিমধ্যে পুলিশ শুরু করেছে।
Even on the 7th day of the burial of former Prime Minister and BNP chairperson Begum Khaleda Zia, her grave was overflowing with the common people. Begum Khaleda Zia was buried beside the grave of Shohid President Zia Rahman at Zia Uddan of Sher Bangla Nagor in the capital on December 31st last. Just on the day after the burial, thousands of people from various parts of the country, including the capital, thronged the burial site to pay homage to their beloved leader. Even today, leaders and activists of BNP and its front organizations came to the burial place of Begum Khaleda Zia from different places of Dhaka and remote places of the country to pay respect to the late leader. Not only party leaders and activists, but also people from all walks of life and profession paid tribute by placing wreaths at the grave. The common people who came to the burial site to pay respect to the BNP's uncompromising leader Begum Khaleda Zia offered prayers for the peace of her departed soul. Meanwhile, Quran Khani is going on in a side place of the burial place. জাতীয়তাবাদী সামাজিক সাংস্কৃতিক সংস্থা JASAS held a discussion at Dua Mahfil in the capital today seeking salvation of the departed soul of BNP chairperson and three-time Prime Minister and uncompromising leader Begum Khaleda Zia. BNP chairperson's advisor Abdul Salam attended the program as chief guest. Party's National Executive Committee Secretary Rezabuddollah Chaudhry and Central and National Executive Committee members spoke on the occasion. Taking part in the program, the speaker said that the role of Begum Khaleda Zia in the struggle of reviving democracy in the country will be remembered in the history. Her ideal, sacrifice and struggle will inspire every leaders and workers of BNP. The discussion meeting was also followed by special dua and monajat seeking peace of the departed soul of Begum Khaleda Zia. The International Crimes Tribunal has set January 12 as the date for delivering its order on the formal framing of charges against former Minister Anisul Haq and Salman F. Rahman in connection with the July mass uprising of 2024. The charges include 5 allegations such as assisting in killings by imposing curfew and holding meetings with businessmen at the Ganbhavan. The order was passed today by International Crimes Tribunal 1, headed by Justice Gholam Murtuza Mojumdar, following a hearing of the defense. At the same tribunal, testimony is also scheduled in a case involved the killing of 2 people, including the shooting of Amir Hossain while he was hanging from a cornice in Rampura in the capital. Meanwhile, International Crimes Tribunal 2 has set January 11th as the date to begin defense testimony in a case over the killing of 7 people, including the burning of 6 bodies in Ashulia during the July mass uprising. Although permission was granted for 2 witnesses per accused in the case, a total of 5 people, including 3 accused, will testify. In the morning, a total of 18 arrested accused in these cases were produced before the tribunal. The police has submitted the charge sheet accusing 17 individuals in the murder case of Inkilab Moncho convener Sharif Osman bin Hadi. Additional Police Commissioner of DB Shofikul Alams made the disclosure at a press briefing at DMP Media Center this afternoon. Mentioning that the killing was carried out as part of a planned attack, he said that Bappi was the mastermind of the murder. 6 of the detainees in the Hadi murder case gave confessional statements before the court under Section 164 of the Criminal Procedure Code. During the investigation, police recovered 2 foreign pistols, 52 rounds of ammunition, a motorcycle, fake number plates, and checks amounting to 218 crore taka linked to 53 bank accounts. Following the attack, Abdullah Al-Jaber, member secretary of Inkilab Moncho, filed a case with Bolton Police Station on December 14th. Finance advisor Dr. Sailuddin Ahmed has said that the ongoing political tensions between Bangladesh and India will have no impact on the country's economy and trade. He made the remarks today while speaking to journalists after a meeting of the Advisory Committee on Government Purchase at the Secretariat. The advisor said the recent political strain between the two countries, centering on the exclusion of Bangladeshi cricketer Mustafizur Rahman from the Indian Premier League, will not affect Bangladesh's economic and commercial activities. Dr. Sailuddin Ahmed also said that the separation of the National Board of Revenue would be implemented during the tenure of the interim government. Information and Broadcasting Advisor Saida Rizwana Hassan has called for ensuring service through technology so that good governance and resource management can be used for the welfare of the common people. In this regard, she said not only government agencies but also non-government organizations must provide service. The advisor was speaking at a discussion titled Business Strategic Dialogue organized by Bangladesh Satellite Company Limited BSCL in the capital today. The program held at a hotel discussed on planning of satellite sector, business strategy and enhancing technological capability. Highlighting the importance of satellite services, Chief Advisor Special Assistant Faiz Ahmad Taib said that it is important to determine a pragmatic strategy to make the BSCL more effective, sustainable and capable on the basis of business. The government has undertaken a master plan to protect the environment and ecosystem of St. Martin's Island. Environment advisor Saida Rizwana Hassan said the initiative aims to ensure regulated tourism while creating alternative livelihood opportunities for the island's residents. She made the remarks today while speaking at a workshop held at a hotel in the capital. United Nations Development Programme UNDP arranged the event. Representatives from government and development organizations as well as delegates from St. Martin's Islands participated in it. The environment advisor said the government's primary objective is to restore the island to its original condition, mentioning that saving the island would also safeguard people and biodiversity. Pointing out that a vested quota is exploiting the island for commercial gain, Saida Rizwana Hassan said St. Martin's is a unique island and strong political commitment is needed to protect it. A delegation led by EU Ambassador Michael Miller held a meeting with BNP Acting Chairman Tariq Rahman. The meeting was held at the party chairperson's Gulshan office this evening. BNP Standing Committee member Nozrul Islam Khan and Advisory Council member Ismail Zabiullah took part in the discussion. Advisor to the acting chairman of BNP Joint Secretary General Humayun Kobir and Mahdi Amin were present during the meeting. Moving on to some international news.